before you came out?
You might as well, 'cause everybody's
Is everybody here? Did the roster get?
I don't think it's been checked yet.
Hey Sandra, is this the roster for this? Is everybody here?
Yes, everybody's
Okay.
here.
Awesome.
Well, everybody signed in.
Okay.
Nobody left, right? Everybody stood here.
I want to thank everybody for coming out at such a weird hour and doing what you're doing. It means a lot. It speaks volumes to the community. And I know I've already talked to some of the guys from leg one and from this last leg, and it's something that they're not going to forget. I think some may have underestimated it, and some may have overestimated it. But first off, going to cover a few safety things. Anybody that brought your own ruck, bring any extra weight? Anybody bring any of your own weight? Or water or anything? Okay. Just making sure if you did bring any extra weight, tell your team. One of the things that's happened before is people brought extra weight, and they would end up, whenever they did team rotations, because they would split the team in half, have half rucking, half resting. Whenever they would rotate out, you know, they would just swap the ruck, and that extra weight sometimes made a difference. So, anybody here new to this kind of thing? Anybody ever done something like anybody ever not done this before? Most everybody?
All of us.
Awesome. Well, I think it's awesome that you guys are willing to step out of your comfort zone and come out and participate in this. If you have this right here is AC Jeter. He's going to be our medic for this. I know the majority of this team are first responders. I think they're all PPD mostly. Well, there are 9 of y'all here? 9?
Yes.
If anybody has any pre-existing medical conditions that he needs to know about,
Or
something he needs to watch for, please go ahead and let him know. We don't have to do it in front of here the group. Just pull him off to the side and let him know. He's going to be the one watching for anybody that's limping any more out of the ordinary. Maybe yo stopped sweating, got the 1,000-mile stare. He's going to be paying attention to that to help take care of our teams. So, what is it? 14 on this team? Is there 14 of y'all here?
14.
Yeah.
Okay. I want to encourage y'all to set up a strategy. If y'all are new to this and haven't done this before, the miles are going to get heavy. The weight's going to add up. The miles are going to add up. Your feet are going to hurt. You're going to get blisters. Your hips, these right here, I'm telling you, they're going to hurt. So we've got quite a good bit before we're scheduled to step off. We're probably going to step off a little early because we've got like 50 minutes until our scheduled step off time. But that gives y'all plenty of time to go ahead and get together, determine a strategy. One of the ones I suggest is splitting the team in half. Get a team of 7, get another team of 7. Possibly get the people on one team that are going to go fast, and maybe get the other team that will be more moderate. And the reason we need this to happen that way, if y'all do the teams, is we can't have the rucks, you know, everybody in the team splitting apart. That creates a safety hazard because cars, they feel like they can pull into the middle of our convoy, and they're not a part of us, and that puts some danger on us. We don't need none of that. Also, with that being said, no one fights alone here, and no man's left behind. If y'all see somebody struggling, y'all need to be paying attention to everybody that's on the ground rucking. If you see somebody struggling,
Put them in the front.
you slow the team down, and everybody stays together. If take their weight from them, offer to take their weight, give them some rest. Take care of each other. We've got way more than enough water for everybody. We've got Gatorades for everybody, body armor. If you start cramping, we have some base salts, not bath salts. Base salts. It's got some extra potassium, magnesium stuff. I've used this stuff before. Normally, once I take it, like just a little scoop of it, less than 60 seconds, and my cramps gone. So if y'all start getting anything like that, let us know. We'll take care of you. I think he's gonna have that.
I'm gonna be walking with you guys. I don't like to sit, so I'll be there watching, talking.
But I do want to stress that nobody gets left behind. Okay, we're gonna start as a team, finish as a team. see here. Everybody got the hand sanitizer thing came in your bag? So just like at the end of this last leg, end of your leg, we'll also have some type of food at the end. So keep that hand sanitizer with you. Clean yourself up a little bit. You're gonna be sweaty and nasty, and you'll be picking out of that food. So be a little courteous to the other guys. Real quick, we got on Saturday. How many of y'all will be able to join us again on Saturday for the final mile? All right, I know a lot of us probably got to work, but if you can be back out at the Santa Rosa County Fairgrounds by 3:45 to 4, to go to the arena, we'll have one of these GMC trucks be able to shuttle you up to the 1 mile mark. Y'all here are here as a team for leg 3. Y'all are a part of the same team of leg 2, leg 1, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So what I want to see is everybody from all the teams come back together at the end and finish that last mile strong. So if y'all are able to make it out, I'd love to see y'all there. Next thing we're going to go on to, I don't know if y'all got a chance to check out this weight. These are not just weights. This represents an officer, and each one of these weights has a picture on the front of the officer that it represents, as well as the patch that was on his shoulder whenever he gave his life for his community and his country. On the back side, it's a short bio, and this one right here that I'm holding is for Police Officer Darren Maurice Weathers, the Detroit Police Department, Michigan. End of watch was Tuesday, February 13th, 2018. He died in an automobile crash. So whenever you put this in your ruck, it's not just a weight, but you are actually putting this officer, what represents this officer and everything he sacrificed in your ruck. Number one and biggest rule is that this weight will get every step of every mile. So it does not ride in the truck. If you have to take a break, you need to work as a team and pass that weight off to one of your teammates. If somebody looks like they need a break, just go ahead and offer to take it from them. But it does not ever get one single step in the truck. I've weighed each one of these to be no less than 16 ounces. They're not short by even 1/10 of an ounce. They'll get every ounce, every step. Y'all have got a leg that represents another thing about law enforcement. So this weight is a burden that you're going to carry. All right. Sometimes in law enforcement, the accumulative stress of what we go through from day to day and the calls we take home with us, sometimes that sticks to us, and that weight gets to be more than we can carry. Whenever we talk about somebody who's reaching that point where that stress is too much, we say, hey, they're going through a dark time. Y'all are rucking through the night, through some of these officers' dark time, right on into the morning, in a way of saying, hold on, there's a brighter day ahead. The sun's coming up, just hold on, we are here for you. The night legs that go on into the morning are very important. I don't know if y'all checked the stats for suicides in law enforcement, but it exceeds line of duty deaths. The stress of this job can be more dangerous than some of the dangerous calls we go on. So, kind of coming up to the last thing here I want to go over is that the teams that are kept small. We had to, one, it's kind of for a safety reason, we're here on the right of way and we need to be able to watch everybody, but also just as out there on shift, we have to work as a team in order to come home at the end of the day. There's not one person that can take every single call while everybody else just sits. You have to work as a team, you have to share the load. So this is intentionally kept small so that everybody has to carry their weight and do their part, but also be honest with your team, be honest with yourself. If you need a break, take a break. What we've seen and what I don't want to see here is everybody try to keep doing all the miles, and then all of a sudden we hit mile 12, 13, 15, and everybody needs to take a break at the same time. So now we've got 10 people in the truck and 4 people carrying all the weight.
And it's
a little hard to do.
That's why we recommend from the beginning to sub into teams and do halfway. because if you do it that way, take 7 of your bags and carry the weight and split it up among 7 of you. If someone gets tired, it's easy to say, hey, I'm getting tired. You take your bag off and hand it to the next person. Instead of all of you guys taking weights, put it in all your bags, and then one person gets tired at mile 13, 14. Now the whole convoy has to stop while you pull out individual weights and put it in another person's bag. So that it slows everything, versus if you do it that way, you can break it up and go faster and more efficiently if you do teams. That's why we recommend it. But.
So, if y'all do just want to swap rucks, y'all have got quite a while. Whenever y'all look like y'all are ready to step off, just let me know. But right now is your time to get together, figure out your rotation. If you want to do every 2 miles, every 3 miles, who's going to be on which rotations, how much you can carry. If y'all want to do where you just swap the rucks, pick the 5 most comfortable looking bags and let those just be the ones that go from person to person. Does anybody have any questions? Yeah.
Binders.
So this right here, I have printed out all of the bios of each officer, and it tells about that officer, their end of watch date, the type of call they went on, what happened during the call, whether or not they caught the guy, whether or not they left behind a wife and 3 kids or a husband. The first leg had one that was pretty rough. His son was born 4 days after his death, and that's the sacrifice that he made. So I have these split up into the legs. So lower leg 3, your leg starts right here. It's this set right here. So whenever we kick off, what I'd like to see is possibly just go ahead and pass these out, and everybody take turns reading, so that way we know what we're here for, who we're rucking for, and what it took for us to get here. So thank you for reminding me about this there. Okay. Any other questions? All right. Well, y'all take time and figure out what y'all want to do. Everybody got their headlamps and or glow sticks or something?